Have you tried intermittent fasting? And if you have, do you really think it is worth it? Very good question. So, for people who didn't know, I completed a 3-day fast, 72 hours without food. And I filmed the entire process, the results, everything. It was a pretty good experience, to be honest. What I asked on my Instagram is questions about fasting or anything. And I wanted to answer that in a separate video. And I got a lot of questions from you guys. So I want to answer them in this video. So let's go to the first question. Okay. First question, how long do you fast for? Okay, so normally I don't really have an amount of hours I really want to complete in a day. What I do, so most of the time, sometimes it is 16 hours, sometimes 18, sometimes even 20. Sometimes it's 14, sometimes it's 12. It's always different. It depends on how late I sleep, how late I wake up. So most of the time, let's say I wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I will go until like 8 o'clock. I will go like 8 hours after waking up. This is what I normally do all the time. 8 hours after waking up. So it's really different listening to my body. So sometimes if I fast for too long, I feel like I'm getting cold and stuff, and yeah, you know, sometimes I purely do this for calorie control, the mental clarity, and yeah, I feel awesome when fasting, so I love it, man. And sometimes here and there, like I said before, I do a 2-day fast, 3-day fast, and most of the time those are just my experience, sharing it with you all, and you will see the 72-hour video after this one. So it's always different with me. I just wake up and go by my day and see when I'm hungry or when I have the opportunity to eat. Okay, have you tried intermittent fasting? And if you have, do you really think it is worth it? Very good question. I do think it is really worth it because, look, let's go into the past for a moment. So in the past, I was always struggling to lose weight. That was my biggest struggle, and I tried all kinds of diets. Keto, I did low carb, high protein, low fat. I did everything, but at the end of the day, I could never stick to it. I was always just, yeah, trying to find something that really fitted my lifestyle, and that's when I came across fasting. I knew about it before, but I do Ramadan because I'm Muslim, as most of you know. I did Ramadan one year, I did every year of course, and after I thought like, you know, if you start Ramadan, it's really hard at the beginning. You're really hungry, tired and weak, but if you go on, it will get easier, and that is without water, coffee, tea. So after the Ramadan, I thought to myself like, why am I not going on with this? I mean, like, why should I not try intermittent fasting? Maybe it works for me. And I did. I thought it's much easier because I can drink and be a little more flexible, because Ramadan, of course, you don't drink, you don't eat. You know, very different ballgame. Or dry fasting. Yeah, I thought to myself, why not try it? Why not? Because my body was always used to fasting without water, and it was pretty easy at the end. So I thought to myself, what if I add water and tea and coffee? It's awesome, you know. So I did that, and I stuck with it. Stick with it. I really love it. Since the day I started intermittent fasting, that's when I was finally able to lose fat. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. So yes, I do think it's worth it, but it depends on your lifestyle, and you just have to try it yourself, you know. At the beginning you will be hungry, definitely. It's just your body sending signals when it's used to eating, and that will pass. Honestly, I never have stomach growling or anything like that. I can go so long without food, it's insane. I feel awesome. What kind of foods are you going to crave the most when you won't eat for 3 days? Very good question. I actually don't know. For me, it was like, I want to eat everything, you know, because I mean, like, it was a very good experience for me. It's just so different. I mean, like, if you're in that deep of ketosis, the first day of fasting is going to be hard because you're not fully in ketosis yet. And for people who don't know what ketosis is, it is a state in which your body uses ketones as fuel instead of glucose. Ketones is like fat, you know, and glucose comes from carbs. So first of all, you have to go through your liver glycogen. That's hard. The first day is definitely hard, but after you're in deep ketosis, you're not hungry anymore. It's insane. And for me, what I craved the most was honestly meat. I just wanted to eat meat, and yeah, you will see what I ordered when I broke my fast and with what. So yes, it was meat. It was definitely meat, 100%. On a scale of 1 to 10, how insane do you think it is not to eat for 3 days just for fun? Well, I think from a scale from 1 to 10, how insane it is, it's 1. I don't think it's that insane. Our bodies are capable of so much, and I discovered that truly when I was fasting. To be honest, the 3rd day of fasting was the easiest. So yeah, I don't think it was crazy at all. 1 to 10, truly. 1 to 10. And you know, it has a lot of health benefits, and I'll talk about it in other videos, or you should check out my other video on my YouTube channel, 3 reasons to do a prolonged fast. Those are just some reasons, and there are so much more benefits behind it. So I really recommend you guys checking it out. Alright, this question is in Dutch, so I will read it in Dutch and translate it in English. Okay, so doe je deze vast voor gezondheidsredenen of ook een beetje om vet kwijt te raken? Okay, so what he's asking is, do I do this fast for health benefits or just to lose some fat as well? It was kind of to lose some fat as well, but also for the health benefits. Mostly for you guys, actually. I just wanna go with some sick shit, you know? So I thought, let's try a new challenge, you know? I did a 2-day fast. For my channel, it got pretty good amount of views, so I was thinking like, why shouldn't I try 3? My experience with 2 was pretty good, so I thought to myself, let's try 3. When I did a 2-day fast, I did a 10K challenge after. Of course, that was not my plan this time. For me, it was just like a mini cut in 3 days, and it really packed up well. So it was for health reasons and just to lose some extra fat and presume my bulk. Do you binge eat after breaking a fast? No, I do not. Not this fast. The fast of 3 days, I didn't want to binge eat. Last time I did 10K challenge, like I said, and I felt miserable. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I don't see the added benefit binging after I did a fast. The benefits come because you're calorie restricting yourself for days. When you don't eat, hormones go up that won't go up normally when you're not fast. No, I don't binge eat after breaking a fast. I did before, but not anymore. And if I fast normally, you know, some of those days you're fasting and you're pretty hungry, but you don't have the opportunity to eat, and you come home. Yes, yeah, it's not like binge eating, but I binge eat healthy food or on my nutrition plan. So yeah, yes and no, I don't binge eat during. Okay, who was your craziest, most interesting teacher? I watch a lot of people on YouTube for fun. People like Christian Guzman, Rob Lipset. I think they put out a lot of cool content, but it's not like I can, to be honest, yeah, I don't think I can really learn from them, you know? If you're a lot into fitness, you know a lot of stuff. You know, watching those guys are good for fun, you know? I like watching them. But the most interesting one is definitely Thomas DeLauer, because he puts a lot of interesting scientific content about fasting. The ketogenic diet, carnivore, name it, things about your brain, you know. Yeah, a lot of things I can learn more. He learned me a lot, and I'm really interested in keto. I don't do it myself, but I think it has a lot of benefits, and yeah, Thomas DeLauer, definitely. That's my most interesting teacher. And craziest? I don't know. I don't really have a crazy one, to be honest. Crazy smart? Yes, but crazy? No. How should a person cycle between intermittent fasting and longer fasts? Okay, I think like you can do the 16-8 protocol for intermittent fasting. So 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of feeding in a day, or 18 hours of fasting and 6 hours of feeding in a day. I think you can do that every day. And depending on your goals and your appetite, I think you can, yeah, you can do it every day. Yeah, I think you can, like intermittent fasting, you can do every day, but longer fasts, I would do it once in 3 months. I personally do it myself maybe 2 times a year. You know, it really depends on your goals. So, and the amount of fat you carry. Look, if you're obese, you can go a long time without food. But don't take this from me, I'm not a doctor. Take this with a grain of salt. Or 2 grams, or 3. My cheat meal strategy, the last question. My cheat meal strategy. Okay, this is a good question. My strategy for cheat meals, normally it was like go balls to the walls one day and don't make up for it or something. But if you do that, you're trying to lose fat, for example, you're only running after your own tail. It's just. But my strategy that really helps me and I can sustain for the rest of my life is most of the time for me, if I know I'm going out to eat or have a cheat meal, I'm just preparing for it. Let's say I want to eat 3000 calories one day, but my goal is 2500. Okay, so what I do is eat 2000 calories maybe the day before, so I have 500 calories to spare for another day. So 2500 is my goal, and if I eat 2000 calories another day in the week, then I take the 500 calories I'm supposed to eat that day and add it to the day I want to have my cheat meal. That's how I do it. And I think that's really sustainable. The most important thing is not per se your daily calorie intake, but your weekly. Your weekly calorie intake needs to be in check. And I got videos about it on my channel as well. Why eat so low calories in a day, for example. And really recommend you guys watching it. But that's my approach, and if I want to cheat and it is unexpected and I didn't prepare for it, I fast as long as I can and cheat. If I go over my calories, the other day I will eat less. So say for example, one day I eat 300 calories above my maintenance without preparing for it. The next day I will eat 300 calories less. So the weekly average will be in check again. Yeah, that's my approach with cheat meals. And don't try to do more cardio, please don't try that, because it's just a battle you can't win. It's a battle you can't win. It's much easier to eat less than doing a shit ton of cardio. Just eat less. Or you know, if you eat a lot one day in a week, so whatever. If you don't want to make up for it, you don't have to. Just forget about it and move on, and it'll be fine. Yeah, that were the questions, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you don't follow me on Instagram, do it. And don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss my 3-day fasting challenge and the results and everything. I'm gonna put a lot of time into editing this one, but subscribe, guys, and like the video. You know, if you watch me and haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come on. And like, providing value for you guys. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and much love.